Let's say we take the number 4 and I've got 4 units of Duplo there. How many ways can I break this down into positive parts? So I could start with this. It's a tower of 4, or I could break it down, right? I could have a 3 and a 1, right? Or I could have a 2, a 1 and a 1. Or I could break it down again. I could have 1, 1, 1, 1. And there is one I've missed there, if you noticed. I have missed out breaking it down into 2 and 2. So in fact, there are 5 ways to break this down. So if we draw this out, we can either draw it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do a 3 and a 1 like that, 2, 2. We could have 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like that. So this is what mathematicians actually do. They do it this way because by seeing it as a picture, you can actually make conclusions about partitions which are easier to see. The French do this slightly differently. The French draw them like this. You can have a row of 4 like that, and you can have a row of 3 with a row of 1 like that. So it's slightly the other way around. Or you could do it like this. Bum, bum. There. And then the last one here, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's a slightly different way of doing it. My favourite footnote from a textbook. Do you have a favourite footnote from a textbook? Oh, no, I do. Favourite footnote from a textbook was by Ian MacDonald, who said, if you want to do the French notation, you should read this textbook while looking upside down and in a mirror. So I get to say this for myself for the first time. If you want to use the French notation, watch this video upside down and in a mirror. So let's look at the sequence of partitions. So the sequence is this: 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 15, 22, 30, 42, and so on like this. Okay, so when we were looking at partitions of 4, that's for this one here. There are 5 partitions of 4. So if that's breaking down the number 4, there are 5 ways of doing it. If you wanted to break down the number 5, there'd be 7 ways of doing it, and so on. So these numbers get larger, and by the time we get to something like 100, right, how many ways could we break down the number 100? If we did that, it's going to be a large number. It's going to be 190,569,292. So these get really large. Now it becomes very difficult to calculate these partitions by hand. Wouldn't it be nice to have a formula that helps us work out these partitions? So then if I have a formula, you can give me a number and I can tell you how many ways to break that down. Oh, fantastic. And this is the problem that Ramanujan decided to tackle. So